Trying to get it started.
No, you're good. You're
All
good,
right,
man.
dope. Yeah, we're going. Are you in Texas?
No, actually, I'm in California.
Oh, dang. Are you from Texas or what? What's up with the hat?
So, my mom was, and so it's crazy because she's got cousins from Oklahoma, and so yeah, I was kind of born and raised a Texas fan, but I was actually born here in Cali, but it's because of my mom. So,
Okay, dope. So that's where you're at now doing prize picks in California?
absolutely, yeah.
Okay, right on. Yeah, I saw your text today and you said you just got on VIP. So I was like, all right, I'm going to let this guy get a couple more weeks so you can like have some success and then we'll do the interview. And then we were talking and I was like, how much have you made so far? And just walk us through the story for this video, like how you found me, what made you pull the trigger, and then how much you've made since you've been on VIP the last couple weeks.
So, basically, I seen your Instagram post. I was on Instagram, and you were like talking about how like you had made a like you were making bank on like price picks, and you were like, hey, I've been banned, and because I make so much money, and I'm looking for guys that can, like, if you want to place bets with me, I'll give you the, I'll front the money, and we'll split it, like, hit me up. And I was like, who? And I was kind of like, who is this guy? Like, who? Okay. So I clicked on it, you know what I mean? And so then I started following you, and I found you on YouTube, and so I started watching your picks, and then it was actually 0 week of college football, and I followed your free pick, and I ended up making like, I think it was like $300 that weekend. And I joined Prize Picks, and I think it was 2021,
Okay.
and I think I was sitting at somewhere around like 7,000. Like I'd hit some, lost some, whatever.
Yeah.
And so I seen your picks, and I was like, I'm gonna try this guy out. And so I tried your 0 week, and I made like, what, 300-400 bucks. But a lot of the picks, even though I lost on some of the picks, they were super close.
Yeah.
And that's really what kind of, I was like, damn, okay, he's got a strategy. And so yeah, I just followed your free picks for in the week one of college football, and honestly, man, like, it's just been on point, and I've been profiting ever since.
When did you buy VIP though? So you did the free picks week 0. When did you buy VIP?
It was just before week one of the NFL. Like, I'm
Oh,
not,
okay.
I would have to, I don't remember exactly, but I know it was right before week one of the NFL season, because you were like really on, like, it was after, because I remember it was after Colorado like went into that crazy second half with TCU. And I remember watching one of your videos, and you were like, yo, we should have played second half picks. That was like easy money. And I
Yeah.
seen that, and I was like, oh my God, like, I was like, he's so right. And then I've just been following ever since. And I honestly, man, like, it might be more than 4,000 that I'm up. I know that was the first amount in my head, because I didn't do the exact math, but I'm up way more, almost double than what I did in 3 years on my own,
Yeah,
than
it's crazy.
just following you, bro. Like, just seriously following you. And I'm not gonna lie, like, even after 0 week, and I seen your you were offering like 497, like, for the season, and I was like looking at it, and I was like, I was contemplating it. I was like, man, I didn't know. I didn't know. I mean, I've seen all
Yeah.
these other guys on here, that all these other people that are like offering these different things, and I've tried a few other ones, but hands down, there's no question, Cody, no question. Like, the work you put in, everything you do, dude. Like, seriously, it's so freaking worth it, man. Like, I can't tell you, like, the bankroll that I've made just now. Like, I'm bought in. I'm 100% behind you, and I'm like, dude, I'm fired up for this rest of the season. But we're only in week 3, and I'm so excited about what we have to go forward, dude. I'm so excited.
Dude, the vibe at my house right now, like with me and my wife, because I tell her, and then she has a twin, and her twin sister works with me. Like, it's just me and her twin sister that do everything. I do the research, and then she does like the admin. So we're teaming up. Just the energy, man, is just so high, because we've cracked the code, this year, and it won't last forever. They'll change their rules and stuff like that, and limit our accounts and all that. already they've limited, because that I made like 10 grand the first couple weeks. You made 4 grand. And I'm like, dude, this is crazy. I can easily make 100 grand this year. And then I go to place a bet and it's like, oh, limit $5, limit $100 on this. And I'm like, bro. But it's okay, because doing the YouTube channel, it'll be fine. I know that Prize Picks isn't going to let me make $1 million off of them. It's all good. But if I help people make, maybe everybody that pays me 500 makes 10 grand, or they make 5 grand, it's still a huge win for them. It's money that they wouldn't have had. And dude, just hearing you say your story, like, I know that everyone has this story out there, but to hear meet you right now and hear you, it's dope, because it's like $4,000 out of thin air. And I appreciate you pulling the trigger and believing in me, man, because I know there's so many of these guys on the internet that are just full of shit. And honestly, you can tell, like, my videos, you can see me lock it in. So it's like, a lot of these guys are super sketchy, but you still believed in me, and I appreciate that. And like, I'm going to be up late tonight, probably to like 1 a.m. figuring out the plays for Friday and Saturday. And I just know there's hundreds of people counting on me now. And it's like, we have got to win this weekend, And even if we don't win this weekend, we're still up big, but it's like, we got to do it, bro, because there's so many new clients. That's crazy, though. $4,000 in basically about 15 days, I think, right?
Yeah, that's absolutely right. Yeah. And within the last 15 days, what's crazy is that my wife is so excited. She's seen like the ups that because I work full time, man. I've been working full time my whole life, and my wife's been in and out of job. And honestly, dude, the type of income that I brought in 15 days has doubled what she makes in a month.
It's crazy.
Right? Yeah. And I just like, I mean, dude, the way you handle everything you do, Cody, everything you do is exactly what I was looking for from day one. And I'm glad I found you now. I wish I would have found you sooner. But you're just so honest, and you're like, I mean, you just put everything on. It's just, I don't know I can't say it in one word, but like everything you do, dude, is exactly what, like, I think anyone in my shoes would want. I work full time. I'm trying to provide for my family, but I love sports, and I love sports betting. And it's just being able to actually now look at it and be like, man, I can actually make some extra serious cash. And the hard work I do, it's awesome, dude. It's awesome.
Dude, yeah. I'm so pumped we got on this call, man, because I mean, I need people to tell their story like you, because I can say it over and over, but the problem is everyone else that sells picks acts like they say that they're winning, and it's like, that doesn't prove anything if the guy selling picks is saying he's winning, because they all do. Exactly. So dude, fucking dope to hear your story, honestly. And I just love interacting with the guys that follow the page. The page is on the rise right now. We're growing like at a more rapid than I ever have seen on my YouTube. But we have such a good group. Like I'm in no rush. Like I don't care if we don't grow here on out. The group we have is just solid, like just good dudes following. And I'm just so motivated, man. Like it's so rewarding, because I've been at this for like 8 years now, probably. And when I first started, I was working full time too. And I know what you're saying, because when you're working full time, you can't really research full time too. It's just a lot. And that's what I break down in my YouTube videos, where I'm like, even if you don't buy my VIP, just giving the video a thumbs up, watching it helps support. And as long as I can make a living off of this, my goals are to make a lot of money. You know what I mean? I'm trying to make millions, but as long as I can make enough to make more than I would if I went back to work, it's like I can put in 60 hours, 80 hours, just figuring out these random receivers at random colleges. And it's a win for everyone, because I used to buy picks too. And it was like, I knew that those guys did that full time. So I knew the information they were emailing me helped me with my process. So yeah, it's a dope thing if done correctly. And most of these guys are not doing it correctly. Have you had any bad experiences buying picks? Have you purchased picks from someone else before? And what was that?
Yeah, like? I did. I purchased, I did a monthly subscription to this guy named Dub Club. And he only did Dub Club, yeah. He only did power plays. It was only 2 picks. And he was very inconsistent. Like it wasn't every week. And I honestly, it wasn't like, after about a month, I just really didn't feel It just wasn't like, it was just like a pick. That's all it was. There was no
Yeah,
talking. There was no, hey, why I did this. It was just, here's my play, and that was it. And it was either you hit or you didn't. You know what I mean?
yeah. So
And
it's crazy, bro. Dub Club is just a platform, so there's all sorts of people. There might be good and bad people on Dub Club, but it's funny. I can tell you right now, man. Just the math, the 2-man entries, 2-man power plays are not the best. If you're gonna do, first off, you should be building plays that fit together, like I always talk about in the game flow and the game script. But if you are gonna do random plays from different games that aren't connected at all, the best is a 5-man flex, just based on the what you risk versus what you get. So it's funny when I see people online pretending to be professionals and they're doing 2-man power plays. It's like, bro, they're 100% don't know what they're doing. They're just making money selling picks to people who don't know better, which is fucked up, but that's how most people are, bro. So it's crazy.
hey, honestly, man, like it, one of the honestly, even after I'd put in one of my first bets with you, before I even knew what happened, I watched one of your videos and I seen the effort and and like just everything you did from detail. You sold me. You sold me, honestly. Like I didn't really win a lot 0 week on your free picks, but just everything you provide and your energy and everything behind it and the way you're showing, like, hey, I'm putting in this play. I mean, I saw your videos today. You were trying to put in, like, I think
Man,
100 or $200 play, and Prize Picks was like not letting you because you're
I
winning so much.
I know.
You
So
know,
the real truth was when I went in this morning, my unit size this year is 200. And the thing about my bankroll is like that's what I have in my account. I have more money in my savings account that I could put in if I needed, right? So I'm sitting there thinking, I know that we're dominating because, like you mentioned too, even though we did profit pretty well week 0, week 1, week 2, we actually were so close on like so many plays that I'm
we
like,
were.
we were one play away from about 20 grand total. So I'm
Yep.
like, we easily could have made like 20 grand those weeks. We ended up profiting a few thousand, but it was like, dude, we were one play away from this, and all together that's 20 grand, those 6 plays. So I'm like, we're gonna have a big weekend because I know we're basically getting unlucky and we're still profiting. So imagine when the luck goes our way. So I'm like, all right, let's go 400 per play this week. And then I get that little pop up, and I'm like, bro, I can only do 100 per play, and I can only win $1,000 per player. So I'd have to do the math, but I mean, it's so demoralizing. I almost am like, when you go from making 10 grand one week to being that limited, it's like so demoralizing. But my path obviously is more so being a coach and charging maybe 1,000 people $500 to help them make a few thousand plus, hopefully, tens of thousands. But if you pay 500 and you make 3 grand, it's still an awesome experience for people. So kind of shifting into that. And a lot of people say, like, a lot of haters are like, oh, if you're so good, you just bet on your own plays. And why would you sell picks? But like, we're watching the story unfold right before our eyes on my YouTube channel right now.
Hey, you know what? I went when I found you, I had $200 in my Prize Picks account, and right now I have $1,200 in my Prize Picks account, and I'm able to bet $50 a bet, $30 a bet, $100 on ones that I feel. You look, we know. I know right now because of what I've learned with you. Colorado, Oregon, right? Michael Penance, from Washington.
Oh,
Like,
dude,
I
he's the
know
best.
right now. I know who the hot ones are, and I feel confident, like super confident. Like those are my confident bets, and everything else, throw 10, $20 on. But I can literally now look at my account and go, okay, well, I got comfortably at 900, 1,000, 1,200 in my betting account, where before it was like $90, $100. Like, oh my God, man. Like, Cody, I can't even tell you like how much more my confidence has grew when I do this, and just watching you, like it's insane. Like, you're doing freaking great, man. And I can't wait for your videos. I can't wait for everything you offer. And I'm locked, man. I'm locked. I'm a VIP for life, man. I'm behind you 100%.
Let's go, dude. I appreciate it, man. You have such positive energy. I appreciate it, dude. It's motivating me, man. It's gonna be a big weekend this weekend, and like like you said, it's like we are just getting started in the season. It's like this football season is going to be so dope. Like we have like the Thanksgiving games, like the bowl season, like it's so fucking exciting, man. But
it is, man. And I'm honestly grateful that I was able to find someone like you. And like I said, I'm behind you 100%, man. And anything you ever need, don't hesitate to ask. I'm 100%. I got my cousin about to sign up for Prize Picks. I told him what I'm doing. I'm serious, man. I told him, say, hey, SBE, you get the discount on it. You know, like, I mean, he's seen what I was making. He couldn't believe it. So I'm spitting your brand out there, man. Like I really
appreciate
appreciate
it,
everything
dude.
you do.
Yeah.
I really do.
No, yeah, and I mean, at the end of the day, like you share the pics with your family and everything, and they make money. And at the end of the day, they'll watch the YouTube videos too and stuff, and it'll just grow. And we'll see how long this lasts, man. Because I feel like I'm just thinking from a business standpoint, we're gonna have like 500 people hammering these plays on Prize Picks, and I'm like, they're gonna be in trouble. I mean, honestly. So we'll see what happens, but there's other apps we can spread it around. We'll figure it out. But dude, this stuff is crazy, bro. Like,
hey, but you know what though? Like honestly, like when you think about the United States, right? You would think that Prize Picks is making a killing because if you have 500, how many other people are losing, right? Like it's
they gotta
crazy
have
that
they
they would
gotta have
ban,
100,000.
right?
Yeah.
Right? It's so funny to me how they would ban you like that when there's so many people losing. You know they're making a profit. You know they're making a
I
profit.
would think that yeah, you can just as long as you limit, as long as you don't ban, because underdog banned and it's just ridiculous. But if they limit me, I still can have fun. I can still play the plays, and I'll still make $1,000, $2,000 a month. So it's fair play. So I'm cool with the limiting, just not the banning. And then I'm just thinking, what's happening though is my clients that have been on the past couple weeks are more confident this week. So like their first weekends, they might be throwing down $10, $20 a play, but now they're like, whoa, we net 35 units last weekend. So they're like, dude, we didn't even come close to losing. We were 35 units in the profit. So now they might be laying the hammer. And if people start laying the hammer, then hopefully they would just get limited like I did. And then they can still make a little bit of profit each month, have fun. But I think that's fair because I've been thinking about it a lot because I'm like, dude, if I own an app like that, I don't want somebody making $1 million a year. You know what I mean? Like,
Right.
like you can't afford to have one guy you're just paying him $1 million a year just because he knows what he's doing. But we'll see how it plays out. If they change their rules, we got some other apps that I'm on my radar, and we'll spread it around. There's welcome bonuses and all sorts of stuff that we can use to our advantage. But I'm pumped. And dude, I just want to say thank you for following me and thanks for doing this interview because I'm trying to get as many interviews as I can. I know I've helped like probably 200 people now. So it's like maybe we get a dozen people to tell their story. And ultimately, it helps people that are on the fence thinking about hopping in, which I get why they'd be on the fence. You know, I show them as much proof as I can. But at the end of the day, there's so many people that disguise their scams out there in this industry. That I get why people are hesitant. So you hopping on here and just talking like this, bro, it means a lot. So it helps me make more money, but then it also will help people that become clients make more money too at the end of the day.
Well, hey, first of all, I remember on one of your last videos, I just want to say congratulations on being a father. Okay.
Yeah,
I heard you said you're having
thanks.
Okay. And anyone that's ever any doubting, man, like honestly, like you are 100%, you're behind your picks, you're behind everything you do. I'm sold, and I will constantly, honestly, I can't tell you how many of my friends I've already told. I'm trying to get the gun up. Hey,
It's
SBE,
exciting, bro. It's
hey,
exciting.
yeah, like I'm sold, man. You're doing a great job, and like I look forward to all your videos. I look forward to your VIP picks, obviously, and just hey, man, thank you, honestly, thank you, and it's honestly this is awesome too, getting a chance to talk to you. You know what I mean? Like just getting a chance to see you, talk to you, hear you from you, like that means a lot, you know, for people trying to. And I just want people to know, like they're spending their hard-earned money, like getting to hear a little bit from behind the scenes. So this is cool, man. And yeah, I'm excited, man. I'm excited. So
Yeah,
thank you.
no, I'm hyped, bro. I'm glad we met. I'm gonna stop the video now, and then we
Okay.
can talk. We can talk a little bit after. So I'm gonna end the video here.